Imagine hearing a dragon's roar echoing across a mountain range, not as a creature of fantasy, but as a living embodiment of the earth itself. For centuries, dragons have been dismissed as myth, symbols of chaos, power, and destruction. But what if those legends weren't born purely from imagination? What if ancient storytellers were witnessing natural forces so violent, so awe-inspiring, that the only way to explain them was through living monsters that breathed fire? Today, we're not here to retell fairy tales. We're here to interrogate them, to strip away magic and replace it with geology, chemistry, and physics. Because beneath every great myth lies a question humanity once asked while staring into the unknown. And few unknowns were more terrifying or more mesmerizing than fire erupting from the earth itself. Before we go any further, welcome to Mr. Whisper's official channel, dedicated to exploring the hidden science behind legends, mysteries, and the stories humanity tells itself when reality feels too powerful to explain. If you enjoy content that challenges assumptions and connects myth to measurable reality, make sure to subscribe and stay with us. Now, ask yourself this: ancient people lived alongside volcanoes, toxic gas vents, rivers of molten rock, and flaming mountains that could turn night into day. Without modern science, how would you describe a creature capable of producing fire, smoke, and thunder from deep within its body? You wouldn't call it a geological event. You'd call it alive. This episode explores a radical idea: not that dragons existed exactly as described, but that the mechanics of dragonfire may have been inspired by real geothermal phenomena. Volcanic gases, subterranean pressure systems, and extreme chemical reactions all mirror what myths describe as dragon breath. We are moving from legend to laboratory, and once you see the earth through this lens, the line between myth and magma becomes uncomfortably thin. Deep beneath our feet, the planet is anything but calm. The earth constantly exhales through cracks, vents, and fault lines, releasing volatile gases forged under unimaginable heat and pressure. These emissions include methane, hydrogen, sulfide, carbon monoxide, and superheated steam, all highly combustible, all very real. In volcanic regions, these gases escape violently, sometimes igniting upon contact with oxygen. This is not rare. It happens across Iceland, Indonesia, Yellowstone, and the Mediterranean. Two ancient observers, flames bursting from the ground without warning, must have looked intentional, directed, almost alive. Then there are hydrothermal systems, environments where water meets magma. These systems produce extreme chemical reactions, forming acidic vapors and explosive pressure pockets. In the deep ocean, hydrothermal vents support entire ecosystems built around heat and chemistry rather than sunlight. Life adapts to fire when given enough time. Now imagine a biological organism evolving in proximity to these systems, a creature capable of storing pressurized gases internally, much like natural gas reservoirs beneath the crust. With controlled release, such gases could be expelled in bursts, short, violent, directional. This is not fantasy. This is geological behavior, replicated in living systems through evolution elsewhere in nature. Pressure builds, release occurs, energy is transformed. The Earth already demonstrates the fuel source. The question becomes not if fire could be produced, but how it could be controlled. For a dragon's breath to function, ignition is everything. Fire without control is self-destruction. So how could a creature ignite expelled gases without burning itself? Biology already provides disturbing answers. Certain animals generate extreme heat through chemical reactions contained within specialized organs. The key would be separation and timing keeping. reactive compounds isolated until the exact moment of release. Hypothetically, a dragon-like organism could possess internal chambers lined with heterosystem tissue, similar to extremophiles found near volcanic vents. Ignition could occur through several plausible mechanisms. One is piezoelectric discharge. Some crystals generate sparks under pressure. If biological structures incorporated mineralized components, compression during exhalation could create a spark. Another possibility is friction-based ignition through rapid muscular contraction, similar to how some insects generate heat. Once ignited, combustion would occur outside the body, not within it. Controlled bursts rather than sustained flame. Precision over power. The idea isn't that a dragon was indestructible, but that it evolved around danger, the same way creatures today evolve venom, acid, or electricity. Fire, in this framework, becomes not magic but adaptation. If fire breathing sounds impossible, consider the bombardier beetle. This insect mixes chemicals in its abdomen to create a boiling, explosive reaction. It sprays at predators. The temperature reaches near scalding levels. Scaled up, the principle remains identical. Natural gas seeps offer another parallel. Around the world, flames burn continuously where methane escapes from underground deposits. Some have burned for centuries. Add biological direction and timing, and the illusion of a fire-breathing creature becomes disturbingly plausible. Hydrocarbon deposits beneath the earth act as colossal fuel reserves. Ancient cultures unknowingly lived atop these systems. When earthquakes or erosion released them, fire followed. What people described as dragons guarding treasure may have been creatures or places associated with burning ground, toxic air, and death. The monster was never imaginary. It was misunderstood. So what does this mean for us today? It means myths are not lies. They are records, distorted through fear and storytelling, but rooted in observation. Geothermal science gives us the vocabulary ancient humans lacked. It transforms dragons from fantasy into metaphor symbols of Earth's internal violence given shape and personality. Understanding these connections doesn't kill wonder, it deepens it. As science pushes further into extreme environments, volcanic vents, alien planets, geothermal ecosystems, we may yet discover life that thrives where fire reigns. Not dragons as legends describe them, but organisms that blur the line between biology and geology. And the next time you hear a dragon's tale, remember, the earth itself breathes fire. If this exploration challenged your perspective, subscribe to Mr. Whisper's Official for more myth-breaking science and grounded mysteries. Until next time, stay curious and listen closely. The planet is always whispering.